Hello. LowerBitrate number 53. Can you
Welcome,
tell that
everyone.
I'm tired of 2020?
We're so close to the end. Don't worry.
As usual, thank you for listening. Wherever you're listening, we have a crispy website, lowerbitrate.com. That's where you can find the link to the Discord, all our social links, the Twitters, the Twatters, the OnlyFans, and all of the above.
Find us there. Please check out our website. It's, and I quote, crispy.
Capital
that.
C.
LowerBitrate.com. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers. Thank you to everybody that listens there.
I thought about getting a clicker, like when you say something and you just click, you know what I mean? To like mentally program people to do it.
Like a dog. Got it.
Yeah.
All right. So you want to do some sort of like subversive like advertising. What's it called? Subliminal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like cerebral, like, like that.
Well, anyway, welcome to the episode. We're going to edit that out so you don't know that we're trying to reprogram you as you listen to every episode.
I'm not going to fucking edit that out because I'm lazy.
I know, that was a joke. Well, how was your week?
Let's say mine second.
All right.
How was yours?
It was, just like any week in 2020. Thank you for asking. But I've enjoyed seeing Cyberpunk gameplay. That's pretty much been my week. Meaning I've enjoyed watching people have sex with holograms. What?
Spoilers. That's it?
Yeah.
What you've been doing?
Watching weird hologram sex on Twitch. Yeah. I've been watching some Netflix. We can talk about that a little later, but what do I have to do? Right? Like, it's been a big week for me. I've been watching a new AAA title release gameplay.
Yeah. My week.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I do have low points in it, like where I just want to like rip my fucking hair out.
Yeah.
Because LOL 2020. But yeah, overall it's been fine. I've been playing some Destiny, just getting the chores done, you know what I mean? And played a little bit of Cyberpunk, a little bit of Animal Crossing again. A little snowy there. Pretty cool.
Yeah, I booted that up again, actually. I forgot to mention that.
Yeah, I'm buying Christmas gifts. I accidentally went a little too ham the other day and bought a fuck ton of Pokemon cards. I'm not trying. This is why I'm enjoying it, right? I don't remember if we talked about this last week with the Pokemon cards, but I'm just buying them just to see what I get. Like, I'm not tying them to like a monetary value. Like, if I lose money, I'm not gonna sit here and like cry about it or be upset. So
Okay.
It's been fun. I've been trying to get big fat rainbow Pikachu. That's my goal. So I've been buying packs like that, but yeah, no big fat Pikachu, no big fat rainbow Pikachu for me.
So what has caused this, re-obsession with Pokemon cards?
Well, I mean, seeing all the people like I don't know if you know this, but I used to, well, still do. I watch like Magic the Gathering card openings.
Yeah.
And like Pokemon card openings, like the original base set. And obviously I'm not gonna spend thousands of dollars on a pack just so I can get fucking railed in the ass by having negative $800 at the very least. But yeah, it's just fun collecting shit. Like, I just like collecting things. That's why I have comic books and Funko Pops and keychains and souls from people online from ending them.
The tears of their mothers. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just fun and I'm enjoying myself. It's like, all right, let's face it, it's like low-key gambling.
Yeah.
It's low-key gambling without putting everything on like red and losing it all. So it's like a light form of that, and it's fun collecting shit. So that's what sparked it. But it's on a lower scale than everybody else. Like my expectations for buying these packs is so low. So yeah, they had a good deal on
Yourself?
GameStop anyway, huh?
Sorry, why don't you yourself do pack opening videos?
I hate the internet, so no.
All right. You could get really famous, dissolve them in some like boric acid or something.
I've seen thousands of dollars of cards get destroyed and put in loop. So I think that demographic is taken.
If you put a card in lube, though, I was like, so what? Just take it out, wipe it off. What's the problem?
No comment.
I know that could be applied to many things. Let's keep going.
So,
I've been playing my Switch a little bit. Like I said, I booted up the Animal Crossing. I know I really derailed things here, but I've also picked up Breath of the Wild. Like I just keep getting my ass kicked in it because I've loved to pump all those spirit orbs into the stamina as opposed to the hearts like it should be. I don't know why I insist on playing that way. It's like I can just fly away every time I meet an enemy. It's useless. But yeah, just I like to play Mahjong Solitaire on my Switch to unwind as well. You know, just like a grandma
nice.
on my Switch.
I have been playing a fair bit amount of Cyberpunk. I'm not too far ahead in it. I got a little bit tilted with the glitches. Tired of seeing trees. Tired of whole cities not rendering. Tired of Alt F4ing after waiting about 5 minutes so the game would autosave so that I can actually play the game. So Cyberpunk, I wanted to mention a few things.
Okay.
So the game, okay, I have a relatively high-end PC, like last generation high-end PC. I don't have a 30 series card. I don't have a 5000 series Ryzen CPU or anything like that. So I have the tier under that. Games run fine, but there's no excuse why they released this game in the state that it's in. It's virtually unplayable on last generation's consoles, the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. It is virtually fucking unplayable. And they hid that from most of the people. 90% of the people that are buying this game are going to be buying it on console, and they're buying it on the last gen console. Because, wake up, hello, it's virtually fucking impossible to buy a PS5 or buy an Xbox Series X. It's impossible at this point. And yeah, this game they needed to delay this game another 3 to 6 months. It had no business coming out in 2020. And then all the people that who feel lied to from CD Projekt Red, and CD Projekt Red gets this like real like cringy fucking rap of being like the saviors of like video games. And I'm like, dude, they really just want to make money off of you. Like, yeah, they do have some fair practices, and let's be grateful, LOL, that there's not a fucking slot machine in their games. You could spin it to win it for $2 every time to get one measly like item. Okay, that's the bare minimum at this point in 2020 in gaming. But it just, they lost. I don't want to say they lost a lot of goodwill. Like, there's no winning here, right? No matter how you slice it, you delay it again. All the people who fucking took off like 3 months from work to play this game for whatever reason are gonna be upset. And there's just no winning. It's either you delay it, people get mad. You put it out, you put a inferior product out, people are gonna get mad. And then
I can't believe people took time off work to play this. Like, it already got pushed back once. You should have anticipated it being pushed back again, if not having the suspicion that it's not quite ready to be released yet. Like, just because of the delay. The delay was so short. It wasn't long enough.
Yeah. It was
they didn't have to do 2 delays. They would have just had to eliminate the dumb deadline they set for themselves after the first delay. I was like, this game should not be coming out in 2020. And sure enough, it's like, should have come out in 2021.
Yeah. Yeah, it's in Sony is sticking to their guns. I don't want to shit on Sony for honoring their store policy or whatever. They're not offering refunds for this game. CD Projekt Red said, "Yeah, you can get a refund on this game," and Sony was like, nope, sorry." So yeah, I don't know. The game is okay. The game is fine.
Mhm.
It has some bugs, but you don't play. They tried to Bethesda it. That's what they tried to do. Like, oh, this isn't a bug. This is a feature. No, you don't do that. Not with one of the most hyped games, probably this decade. To be honest with you, people thought this was gonna like revolutionize the RPG genre. It's to me personally, like I haven't gotten too far in it. Like I've gotten the Keanu Reeves portion of it, and I've played maybe like 3 hours ahead of that.
Okay.
But I haven't touched it in a few days. Just waiting for some
Did you
patches.
find Co-Carnage?
No, I wasn't looking for him.
He's Gary the Prophet.
No, I haven't.
Really?
Maybe. I mean, he if I did, he was forgettable.
It's really, really early in the game. Like I just saw a streamer Twitter was like, because they wanted to say they're big fans of Co. They want to find him. He had 98,000 viewers on release day playing this game. Anyway, and he was like really close in the beginning. Sorry, I don't feel like that's a spoiler because we knew he was going to be in the game. But yeah, I'm sorry if I just spoiled something for you guys.
I personally don't give a fuck, but
it's an Easter egg that's like really obvious. It was just done for the fans.
Yeah. The last thing I did in that game was I was tasked with going into, I think it's like a brothel or something like that with like robots or whatever, trying to find someone, and accidentally wasn't paying attention to get into the VIP area and overstepped some boundaries.
Did you see something you shouldn't have?
No. But yeah, I may have angered the bouncer, and he was a little aggro towards me, so
I see.
had to massacre the entire fucking place because they wouldn't let me out there alive, and I had no weapons. So that was fun. Yeah. It'll be a good game. It'll be eventually. They'll patch it, but I just don't. The thing that sticks out to me the most about this, and I don't want to be like, sitting here complaining all the time. I think the game is fine, but you crunch to get the game out, release it while crunching your employees to do so.
Yeah.
In an inferior state, and then you crunch them again to fix the fucking bugs. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? There's literally no games coming out in the next 3 months or so that are significant enough. And they did this. The Path of Exile League was delayed for this bullshit.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to everybody that this was such a disappointment. I don't know. AAA releases always are. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm a jaded Destiny player, but I'm like, don't take time off of work. There's just so many variables that can change with game releases because it takes so many moving parts. It's like a movie release day. Games aren't perfect. They still, anyway.
Also, the game is fucking huge. Like, there's gonna be bugs.
And there's gonna be time. Like, Skyrim keeps releasing still. What is it, 11 years later? When did it come out? 9 years later? Yeah, so it's like, it's gonna be here. Don't worry. Don't rush to jump in to like the first unpatched release of the game. I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, if you guys are enjoying Cyberpunk, or playing it at least, tell us what you think on the Discord. Next up, we have Among Us. We got some news for that. We got a map reveal. I didn't see it. I think it's like an airplane or something like that. But
Yeah, it is. It's like in the sky.
that's cool. But
I'm so bad at this game, but yes, I'm glad it's coming to Switch. I guess, are you surprised that it's coming to just Switch?
yeah, just the Switch, nothing else. I I feel like they're losing money on this one. But yeah, it's only on the Switch and it's already out. This was announced at the Game Awards and it was on the Switch at that time. I was curious to see the tax on it, like the Nintendo tax, but glad to report that there is no Nintendo tax. It's still $5. So
Well,
that's good.
I don't think they could have gone more expensive than it is on like mobile. It's not that girthy of a game.
Yeah, but I was expecting something like along the lines of like $10 or so.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think that would have flown well with most people. Um, we had the Game Awards. I completely forgot about this shit, but we have the winners, which is funny. In true 2020 fashion, The Last of Us Part 2 won Game of the Year, Game Direction, Best Narrative, uh, Best Audio Design, and then Laura Bailey won Best Performance.
Sweep.
Technically, but I mean, I don't know. Not my favorite game. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, you weren't too hyped about it. I know that you gave it a play.
But some other games, some of my favorite games got some wins. Some games who needed a couple of W's. Best ongoing game went to No Man's Sky. Hades, a game that I've played quite a bit. Got best indie.
Mhm.
Among Us got best mobile game, I guess. LOL. But community support went to Fallout. Not Fallout. Fall Guys.
Oh, I was like, are you kidding?
LOL. Anybody could have gotten this, honestly. The
Mhm.
community support was a pretty stacked one. Like you got the Fortnite, Adderall Kids, No Man's Sky, Valorant was a big one. Destiny 2 was always huge. Apex Legends is another underrated one. So it could have went anywhere on that front. So I'm not even mad about Fall Guys getting it. Best VR game was obviously gonna be Half-Life Alex. No questions asked.
Yeah.
Um an interesting category that I didn't consider was innovation in accessibility. Um,
That's cool. That's a great category to have.
yeah. So
Push that
surprisingly,
envelope.
surprisingly, Assassin's Creed Valhalla was on here. Grounded was on here. Hyperroot, which is a game I've never heard of. Watch
Mhm.
Dogs Legion was a game on there, and then Last of Us won it. Hades won Best Action Game. Action Adventure went to Last of Us 2. Role playing Final Fantasy. LOL. Animal Crossing got one. I personally feel like Animal Crossing was like the game of the year for me. It alleviated some stress early on, so that's just my personal game of the year.
Do
But at
you
least it won
think
something.
do you think with the Game Awards they could introduce like a tabletop category like that could really integrate with, you know, video gaming because it's gaming. It goes side by side at conventions.
I think so. I think it's just too niche. Such a niche thing. Like video games are probably one of the biggest like subcategories of entertainment ever.
Yeah.
Like
I
just
think it would be
by
cool.
it would be cool, but by just by money standards, people are gonna be like, "What the fuck is this?" You know what I mean? Like, where's Monopoly?
Yeah.
Um,
Well, hopefully they would know what like a tabletop RPG is. It's just a video game on the
um
table.
yeah,
For people to quickly see that. But yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe there's not enough tabletop players, but I think it'd be cool. I forgot to mention earlier, I played tabletop on Saturday. We did Coriolis, which is by the same people that do Symbaroum and the Alien RPG. So it's really fun. We did one of the adventures. I liked it. Didn't get any lady voices from Lagnus, I'm sad to report, but had a good time.
So we have a date for. Well, we're gonna be talking about TV right now. Hello, and we got a date for WandaVision, January 15th. Not that far off.
1 month.
Still not that far off. So we're gonna have some. I don't know what we're gonna do. This coming Friday, Mandalorian is ending, so we have some.
Yeah.
There's some overlap between this and the next one, so we need some things to watch. So if you have any suggestions for things that we could watch, leave them in the Discord. But
there you go.
Not only did we get the WandaVision date, we also got a fuck ton of information about shows that are supposed to come out or were hinted at. Some of these are done already. Like the Falcon and the Winter Soldier is already finished. WandaVision is already finished. Loki, I believe, is finished. The What If series was supposed to come out this year, I believe, or at the very end, but they pushed it back. I don't know about this What If thing. Has a lot of like weird things, like a lot of questions that they ask, and I think it's animated, so it should be pretty cool. Some of the things I'm excited for are Miss Marvel. Miss Marvel is a TV show. It's supposed to come out late 2021. I think they just did the casting for it. A lot of movies and stuff. I really want to see She-Hulk. I think She-Hulk is very underrepresented in the like Marvel space. I think she's more in the comics than anything else, but excited to see what they do with that. Moon Knight, which I think it's, if I'm not mistaken, I think Oscar Isaac is slated to play Moon Knight. I could be wrong on that one.
That's crazy. What isn't he in? What, like, Disney, Marvel, he everywhere.
Yeah.
Star Wars.
We got a Groot series planned.
We're just going to watch him grow in a pot in the window.
Exactly. It's going to be on the Last of Us 2 background, like where the window is. And the biggest thing, I think, is the Fantastic Four stuff. So they're going to reboot the Fantastic Four. They have no idea when that's going to happen. And they need to do this franchise justice. It's never been good. Never. Not the Jessica Alba one. Not the remake with fucking Wallace as Johnny Blaze. That's a Wire.
Oh, yeah.
It's a Wire reference.
Ooh, I forgot about that he played that role. Oh my god. I purged that from my memory as part of the fandom. Why are those movies never good?
I don't know. I think it's because of Fox. Fox really has they no longer make the movies. They had a track record of making, a good one or a competent one, and then actually fucking up the next like 4 or so.
Yeah.
Ooh. Hopefully Kevin Feige and company can save it. So that's pretty much what I wanted to mention here. There's a lot of things here, a lot of things to go through, but I don't know what they're gonna do with the movies that we were supposed to get this year, the Eternals and Black Widow, because we might not have movie theaters.
Right.
Clearly. You have a show that you were watching?
Yeah, I've been still going through The Good Place. I love it. It's great. I still have Halt and Catch Fire. Just slowly chugging along in my favorite little binges I watch before bed at night. Just easy watching. Yeah, or what I put on like while I eat or something.
I forgot to mention this in the weeks thing. So I purchased 3 Christmas gifts. And you mentioned this because you mentioned right before bed. 3 Christmas gifts. They weigh collectively about 50 pounds.
Yeah.
And they're weighted blankets. And I slept with my weighted blanket last night. What a game changer.
Yeah, it's worth the money.
What a game changer. I woke up feeling real rested. I don't think that because I like toss and turn at night. Like I'll wake
Mm-hmm.
up like split like a fucking pretzel. So I really enjoy it. I think it's worth the money. If you could find one that's like on sale,
Mm-hmm.
please get one.
Yeah, I found one that was like a little bit marked down, but because they're expensive, like 15% off is a good deal, or like 10% off. I would pick it up. You don't have to buy one of the like Casper ones. You can buy it off Amazon. I got mine off Amazon, but get a cover because it's very hard to wash your weighted blanket. You'll probably break your washing machine. So just get a little like cover for it. And I got one of the like velour soft plush. It even has like little dots on it. So one side has these. It's very good for what it's made for, which is calming my anxiety and helping me sleep. So I'm like, oh, these little textures feel really nice. It's just perfect. Buy it. You'll sleep fantastic, or you'll nap fantastically too.
I lucked out and I got mines for 50% off. They were
Whoa.
$20 each.
What weight were you able to get?
I got 20 pounds for me and then 15 for the other two.
Holy shit. Yeah. That's a great deal. And especially the size too. I'm not a tall person, so I'm able to have a smaller size. It's definitely made for some sort of child. So some sort of child that has horrible generalized anxiety disorder, but it just fits me perfectly. And I've had mine for probably 2 years at least.
Yeah, I've
Still
had
love
mine
it.
for one night and it's well worth the money. Try to get one with a cover, like a built-in cover. Like mine's I could unzip, take off the like cover, and then have like the weights there. Because I think they're just like little beads, right?
Yeah, mine are glass beads.
Fancy.
Just a point is that you'll probably get hot. Like if it turns out to be like a warm night, or maybe, I don't know, you run warmer, probably not the best choice for you because at first the glass beads are cool, they're room temperature, so you fall asleep pretty easily, but then your body heat will heat the beads, so then I like it. I like sleeping warmer, but I can understand if you're a hot sleeper, maybe only sleep with a sheet at night. Just get maybe a weighted blanket to take a nap on. Don't be sleeping with it every night.
Yeah. One more thing. I forgot to mention that when I was buying Pokemon cards at GameStop, something told me to look up, and I did.
Was
And
it a ditto?
no, I wish it was. But I found one of those real expensive, or were real expensive, infinity gauntlets that articulate and light up.
Yeah, that you can like do all sorts of inappropriate gestures with.
Yeah, two in the pink, one in the stink, etc., etc.
I was thinking the middle finger, but yes, that too.
Yeah. Um.
Sorry, mom, if you're listening to this. She wouldn't even know. Keep going.
Yeah. So I got that. And it was like 25% off. I guess it was sitting there so fucking long and had a $110 price tag on it. Nobody checked it. So I got it for like $75, which was dope.
Wow. That's like when they had the Jedi Fighter helmets
Huh.
at it's the same place as GameStop. But anyway, yeah, I wanted one of those, but I never walked in and found like a good sale on it. And I wouldn't have spent $75.
Yeah, I'm looking at it on Amazon and it is $126.
Good deal.
Yeah. I lucked out. I would only get rid of it if I can actually find a like a replica, like a gold-plated replica that would be stagnant or whatever. I don't want to wear it or anything like that. It's just really fucking cool. It's like a cool like piece that just leave there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, a conversation piece. Ladies love Thanos hands.
Okay, you heard it here first.
Yeah.
Next, we have a victory, absolute victory, in the saga that is Tenet. So I guess they caved and realized that they were wasting money.
We've been
Showing,
talking about this every week, and here we are.
yeah, here we are. Here's the climax to this saga. So, yeah, Tenet lost a lot of money on filming costs and like production, like post production, marketing, and shit like that. And the last thing we heard was Christopher Nolan being a butthurt bitch about Warner Brothers striking a deal with HBO Max, and he was calling it the worst streaming service. But I think it's one of the best because now you have theatrical releases inside of your home. Yes, it'll never replace IMAX, and I always remember shows or movies in IMAX that came out that were absolutely fucking epic, and things like The Hateful Eight, like 70 millimeter Roadshow. You can't replicate those things at home, but nobody wants to go to the movie theaters.
Yeah, and no one wants to shoot on film.
Right. So, Tenet released a couple days ago on digital and Blu-ray. So
Yay!
you'll now be able to watch it. I just recommend the only thing, if I could just recommend something, if you have a nice TV, please do yourself a favor and get a soundbar. It doesn't have to be super expensive. I have a like $75 soundbar that absolutely like lights up the floor with fucking sound. My neighbors hate me.
People don't have sound bars for the TVs. TV sound is the audio that comes, built in is awful.
It is awful.
I can't understand dialogue, even with the like subtitles on.
Yeah. That's the reason why I got it, is because like I guess the ambient noise in my room was just enough so that I couldn't hear it. And when I could hear it, it was blaringly fucking loud.
Exactly.
So, yeah. Just if you're gonna watch these things and watch all these movies that are coming out, just get a soundbar. It'll enhance your experience like 100 times.
Here's what we want to see from our listeners: soundbars, Blu-ray, weighted blankets.
Recipe for success. So yeah,
And if you can afford it, Thanos fingers.
no, leave the Thanos fingers to me. I like sending people pictures of it. Don't fuck with me, like threatening aura pictures, and then having the gauntlet in the picture. I'm weird.
Yeah, instead of dick pics, just send them inappropriate gesture. Thanos hands pics.
Yeah.
It's like girls don't want dick pics, girls want Thanos hands.
What she said.
Tweet that with the
first.
Tweet that with the clapping. Okay, I'm sorry. Don't do that.
Yeah, you get put on a list. So, with that being said, Tenet being on digital and Blu-ray, next week's movie is in limbo. We don't know. So stay tuned for that. Could be Tenet, could be another movie. Next week is going to be actually Christmas if you celebrate it. So Christmas is going to be a little bit different this year for many people. So
Oh, really?
didn't notice, right?
Why? Sorry, couldn't help it.
So yeah.
And for some people, it'll be exactly the same.
Yeah, staying at home.
No, I mean like gathering with family. I know people that are doing that.
Yikes.
Y'all have a Merry Christmas.
Yikers, yikers, yikers. Oh, the other movie will be The Nightmare Before Christmas. So let us know. Join the Discord so you could do movie night. Chill. And you should do it. What did we watch this week?
We watched a movie called The Birdcage, which is one of the all-time greatest films in history, in my opinion.
Yeah, I chuckled at some parts of this. It's not as funny as I remember it to be.
You only gave it a chuckle. I was laughing. I love the Agador Spartacus character. He's always funnier than I remember because you just remember Nathan Lane and Robin Williams. But I don't know if you're really paying attention, but there's so many lines that make me really laugh. Like, Ugh. When he's in the kitchen and Robin Williams says something about it being really hot in here. Can you open a window? And under his breath, Agador goes, "It's my natural flavor." You know I am Guatemalan. It's my natural flavor. And I'm just like, oh my God. He's in the character the whole time. And he even does physical comedy. I don't know. I don't know why you didn't think it was funny. You're
I
wrong.
thought it was funny. It just wasn't like I wasn't cackling. You know what I mean? Like I was chuckling.
What's wrong with the chuckle?
Nothing's wrong with the chuckle. I didn't hate this movie. It was fun.
Very defensive about the Birdcage. I also forget that it's a remake of a French movie. But fun fact, I do have a picture of myself at the Birdcage. It's not called that, but it has a different name. But the club is in South Beach where they filmed. And on the outside of the building, they have some pictures of Robin Williams. And oh, it's making me getting quivery talking about it. But to be able to go there and see it, like, wow, like this film, this is so much of him is there, I feel like. And then I took a picture of like one of the pictures of him outside the building. I have like a selfie with it. It's just like, it's like visiting a grave or something.
Not fun.
Love the Birdcage.
Yeah, I don't know. Just some of the jokes landed flat for me. I think it's just like dated 90s humor. Well, most of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Even when Robin Williams would do his physical comedy, like when the extra is not getting along with Nathan Lane. He's like, Nathan Lane is so mad that what's it called? The guy that is basically there because he looks really like a good model. He's being used and he's chewing gum, and it drives Nathan Lane crazy just that he has gum on his stage. So then Robin Williams has to keep saving the day, and he does that whole like dance number where he's like, "We want fussy, 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 Marsha Graham, Marsha Graham, Marsha Graham." He just does all these. I don't get who the dancers are, but you don't have to. Like the joke is timeless. Like I've heard of Fosse, but the other ones I haven't.
Yeah.
Oh, he does Madonna. He's like, Madonna, Madonna, because he's doing the Vogue.
And he's like, all in your head. Don't fucking move. Right?
Yes.
He's basically telling him to. I know you want to do all these things, but not right now, brother. Sorry.
I just love too the moment where they keep trying to add, like when they flip the house to be more appropriate for the visiting family. They brought in this like 4-foot crucifix where they put Playboys in the bathroom, and the son has to keep being like, "Don't add." And the one drag queen is like, "That's what they read," meaning that's what straight men read. So they put Playboy in the bathroom for them.
Yeah.
Oh, I loved it.
That's such a 90s thing. Ugh. Yeah, it's not my favorite Robin Williams movie.
Okay. Well, have we concluded our Robin Williams Film Fest?
No, let's leave it open because he has a couple of other movies I'd like to see.
Okay. We're just taking a short break. Like we said, maybe Nightmare Before Christmas or Tenet perhaps.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. I don't know. I kind of want to like save it for weighted blanket soundbar experience.
Yeah,
Maybe.
instead of in front of your PC, perhaps.
Yeah. I'm trying to preserve the integrity. I don't know. I'm being stupid. We'll see. I don't know.
I understand. Okay. I mean, if anything, you could see if it's worth a rewatch, and we could do it for a movie night.
From what I heard though, just based upon the plot or whatever, it's gonna deserve a second watch. So if we do watch Tenet, let us know if you want to watch Tenet, because then if you want to watch it, we'll just watch it. But I'll probably see it beforehand, and when I see it on movie night, it'll be a second watch.
Yeah, there's really been a movie I haven't seen, like when we watched some of the anime. Anyway, I don't mind. Let's watch some new stuff.
Yeah, it's like Christmas week or whatever, so people are gonna have, time off. So bring your family. Let them watch it.
Yeah, get your mom a Discord. Nothing will go wrong.
Well, technically, you could like AirPlay or whatever, like mirror it to like a TV. So, you know what I mean?
No, I want your mom in the chat.
Leave your mom's not in the chat. Thank me later. Spoilers inbound for The Mandalorian season 2, episode 7.
The penultimate episode, right? Second to last?
Yep, the penultimate episode.
Just wanted to say that word.
What did you think?
Okay. We haven't talked about this, so I'm like cautious about what you thought. How many times did you see it?
I've seen it once.
Okay, me too. Because I'm like, I'm not watching this again. I enjoyed it. Don't think about it. Just be like, oh, what a nice little bite-sized Star Wars story that was. And let's go on to the next one. There were so many problems with this episode. Like, why do stormtroopers even wear armor? Why did the Mandalorian's face scan at the terminal?
Yeah. Yeah, this one had a lot of plot holes. But to be fair, nobody's ever seen his face. Like they know the Mandalorian, but they don't know that the face under there is the Mandalorian.
True, but why? Like, did he do prior contracting work for the Empire? Like, so I guess just anyone can walk up as long as you're not a rebel. And Cara Dune being like, I'll go in there. And it was like, hey, it's not the fact that your face can't get scanned because you're a fugitive of the Empire. It's that you have a rebel insignia tattooed onto your face, girl. Like, there were just things where they would say things. And I was like, yeah, but that doesn't make any sense. But being like, no, just keep going.
Yeah, it wasn't my favorite one. This one was like I don't know, like they try to make it into like a heist chase episode. And then they try to bring like a little bit of humanity to the Empire, like showing like their mannerisms and shit like that. It wasn't my favorite one, but we got our obligatory like Mandalorian face throughout this episode, a good chunk of it, because he had to show his face. And it's just another thing, like the one time that fucking the Viper is on the fucking screen.
The Red Viper from Game of Thrones. At first I was like, what Viper?
Yeah, Pedro Pascal.
Okay, one other problem I have to get off my chest is that they called those like attackers along the road that they got surprised by. They got jumped on. They called them pirates, but they were the worst pirates in the world because all they were doing was the same thing. They had the same mission as the Mandalorian and his, crew, which was to blow up the explosive substance that was headed towards the Imperial base.
That wasn't their goal. They were trying to go to the terminal. They didn't want to blow it up.
You're right.
That was just like a plot device to, make it a little bit more exciting.
A little bonus, perhaps. I saw some speculation that it got blown up because Mayfeld wanted to impress Cara Dune, perhaps, and get his sentence lightened, which I wouldn't put past him, as opposed to him just being completely emotional about it. But I was like, well, it worked.
No, I think they did a little bit of a focusing on him talking to his previous commanding officer, and I guess like they kind of like shoehorned a little bit of backstory in how he was part of the Empire, and kind of like a Finn story or whatever, where he didn't really agree with what was going on, and a lot of people died.
Yeah, I was having doubts, being used as one of the like Hitler youth, because Imperials are just an analogy for Nazis. So it's like you're realizing, whoa, wait, perhaps this cult mindset is I'm actually not on the right side here.
Yeah. And I think
it's hard to break free of that propaganda.
Yeah, the programming. I think he was he was a nomad for a while, like doing a lot of like for hire work. That's how they met last season, and then he met his fate of getting caught. Um, but yeah, I think they really like emphasized on him like not liking what his previous commanding officer was saying, and how the people that died, the people that were potentially his friends, um,
Mm-hmm.
really ultimately didn't matter to him. And the thing that they delivered was going to do more destruction. And he kind of like was like, no, fuck that. I'm gonna destroy everything. I'm gonna shoot it. And it was kind of like they positioned it as one of those like perfect opportunities. It was a action. It was an okay action episode. It was okay. It was an okay episode for me. It wasn't.
Yes.
It wasn't it. Like I think that
It wasn't solid.
there was some plot holes, and you know it again. Like it was just okay. It wasn't. It was probably the weakest of the
True.
episodes,
Yeah, unfortunately.
or one of the weakest. But I think that they have something really big planned for next season. Next episode. I hope they go full throttle with the last episode, bring everybody back together, and really tie into the Clone Wars and like the Rebels series. Is what they've been like, really hinting towards this whole entire season with Ahsoka and all those other people. Um,
Man, this has made me want to rewatch the Clone Wars because it's been so long since I've seen it.
I think they did a new season on that too, fairly recently. There's like an actual ending to it.
Okay.
A lot of friends have been, telling me to watch the Clone Wars and Star Wars Rebels. But yeah,
So much TV.
yeah, there's a lot of TV to watch, especially old TV. But we're getting a whole bunch of Star Wars stuff. A lot of Star Wars stuff. Disney
Yeah.
has that's one thing we didn't mention for the Disney stuff. That was only a portion of what they have going on. That was mostly the Marvel stuff, mostly the big budget, big ticket stuff that ties to the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot of Star Wars stuff. I think Rosario Dawson is going to reprise her role as Ahsoka in her own Disney Plus TV show. That should be cool.
Cool. Yeah. She was great. Bring us more.
Yeah, but maybe we could talk about that next week. All the other Star Wars stuff. Maybe
Okay.
pick and choose what we think are our favorites, or what we're most excited for. Because I don't think we got any. The Star Wars project I'm most excited for is the Taika Waititi take on Star Wars, and I don't think
Yeah.
we got anything on that.
I
So
really wonder if it will be like Ragnarok, the like very Taika, or if it will be like he's been directing these other things like Coke commercials that are not recognizable as his style.
right. Also, he might be directing the next episode, the final episode of season 2 of The Mandalorian. I
Okay.
think that because I haven't seen him on the credits at all.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait for the last episode. Something that's unique also about this second to last episode we just watched is that there was no Grogu.
Oh,
There was
Grogu.
no baby Yodi. And that like has even we've seen his hands on introductory episodes, like when he stuck his little hand up. Um Very strange to not see him at all. No scene. We have no idea where he is also.
Yeah, he's still on that Moff Gideon cruiser ship.
We think so. I mean, they took him from his little baby shackles that they conveniently had. And yeah, where'd he go?
Yeah, so chapter 16, the final chapter for The Mandalorian.
Looking forward to it. Also, go ahead.
very interesting to see the ratings on the episodes.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do I'm not gonna do chapters. I'm gonna do episodes. Episode 1 of season 2 got a 9. 2 got a 7.5, 7.9. 3 got a 8.9. 4 got an 8.5. The Jedi one got a 9.6. The Tragedy, which is the one we saw last week, got a 9.4. And I think this one is called The Believer. Got a 9.0.
Okay.
Okay, so there's a still of the Mandalorian on the hologram. That was badass. I forgot about that. I think this one
Yeah, but
deserves.
another thing where it was like, why would you do that? But yeah, I did like that a lot. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's like he's coming. He's letting him know that he's coming, and he's coming to fuck. You know what I mean? Like no questions asked.
Yeah. No, I loved it. He was like, say my name, pretty much like Walter
Yeah.
White. Yeah, just like, I'm coming. Here I come for you. Loved it.
Yeah, that's it for me for this week.
Yeah, well, thank you guys so much for listening to episode 53 of the Lower Bitrate Podcast. Please don't forget to check out our website, lowerbitrate.com. Also, check out our YouTube, please, which you can find from lowerbitrate.com. Give us a subscribe there. We appreciate you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.